Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to talk about Echinostoma Ilocanum. Echinostoma Ilocanum of the family Echinostoma is a genus of intestinal flukes which consist of many species. They occur mainly in man and other vertebrates. Echinus is a Greek word meaning hedgehog. Stoma is a Latin word for mouth or spherical opening. Canis is also a Latin word meaning dog. Echinostoma elocanum in English is a spinal collar fluke. Echinostomes are branded as the most harmful among other intestinal flukes infecting humans and animals. Severe gastrointestinal symptoms including epigastric or abdominal pain accompanied by diarrhea, easy fatigue, and malnutrition are the cause of echinostomes. There are a total of 21 echinostome species worldwide which belong to 8 genera and are currently known to infect humans. The 8 genera are Echinostoma, Echinocasmus, Acanthoparifium, Artificinostomum, Echinoparifium, Himasphala, Hypoderarium, and Myophora. The life cycle of echinostomid flukes. Like many trematodes, echinostomid flukes undergo a multi-host or indirect life cycle. Unembryonated eggs are passed in feces of infective definitive hosts and develop in water. Meracidia usually take about 3 weeks to mature before hatching, after which they swim freely and penetrate the first intermediate hosts, namely a snail. The intramolluscan stages include a sporocyst stage, 1 or 2 generations of Ridae and Cercarae, which are released from the snail. The Cercarae may encyst as metacercarae within the same first intermediate host or leave the host and penetrate a new second intermediate hosts. A definitive host becomes infected after eating metacercarae in infected second intermediate hosts. Metacercarae exists in the duodenum and the adults reside in the small intestine. For some species, occasionally in the bile ducts or large intestine. For echinostomes to transmit, hosts plays a very vital role, and there are 2 types of hosts, namely intermediate hosts and definitive hosts. Like trematodes, echinostomids require a snail as a first intermediate host. The second intermediate host may also be a snail, sometimes the same individual snail that served as the first intermediate host. Due to the large geographic distribution of echinostomes and the many species present, there are many species of snails that may serve as first or second intermediate hosts. Other second intermediate hosts includes bivalves, fish, salamanders, and tadpoles. Definitive hosts are humans, many animals including birds, carnivores, and rodents. Everyone that eats the intermediate host becomes the definitive hosts. Here are some intermediate hosts. First, Redex sp. This snail genus has been recorded as a first intermediate host for Echinostoma hortens and a second intermediate host for Echinostoma sinithorsis. Second, Viviparous sp. has been recorded as a second intermediate host for E. sinithorsis and E. hortens. Third is Limnae sp. has been recorded as the second intermediate hosts for Artificinostomum, Echinostoma malinum. Fourth, Corbicola sp. A snail genus has been recorded as second intermediate hosts for Echinostoma echinatum linduense. And lastly, Gyraulus sp. This snail genus has been recorded as an intermediate host for Echinostoma sinithorsis. Disease. Echinostomiasis is a food-borne infection caused by an intestinal trematodes belonging to the family Echinostomatidae. Patients are usually asymptomatic. However, with heavy infections, the worms can produce catarrhal inflammation with mild ulceration, and patient may experience abdominal pain, anorexia, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and weight loss. Infections are associated with common sociocultural practices of eating raw or insufficiently cooked mollusks and fish. Echinostomiasis is distributed worldwide but most frequently seen in Southeast Asian countries due to the food habits. Diagnosis and treatment for echinostomiasis. Praziquantel, a drug used as anti-worm medication. It prevents newly hatched insect larvae or worms from growing or multiplying in the body. It is used to treat infections. Mebendazole and albendazole have also been shown to have an effect against echinostomiasis. And here is avoid eating raw or improperly cooked freshwater fish and fresh or brackish water snails to prevent echinostometaphyseal infections. That's all for my report. Thank you for watching and God bless.